Elite Facts presents
10 dangerous stunts performed.
10.
Elaine Roberts is literally Spider-Man. This is just hard to believe. Parkour is one thing, but this is just plain crazy. So as it turns out, there's a real-life Spider-Man out there in the world. Now, no, he's not an actual web slinger, but the way this guy ascends buildings is just mental. French citizen Elaine Roberts has made a name for himself as the French Spider-Man. The reason for his nickname is because he's climbed some of the world's tallest buildings using nothing more than a pair of climbing shoes and chalk for his hands. No safety nets, no bungee cords or harnesses, just his hands. That is amazing.
9.
Goldeneye Dam Bungee Jump. Oh man, Goldeneye, what a film that was. It contains so much action and excitement that it has to have a dangerous stunt involved. With the James Bond franchise returning from a 6-year hiatus, they needed to open their next film with a bang. And they did just that with this incredible bungee jump stunt off the Contra Dam, making this the first time anyone has bungee jumped from the Contra Dam, and even making it the third highest bungee jump ever.
8.
Nik Wallenda Niagara Falls Rope Walk. So originally, when researching this video, we were going to use the most famous example of tightrope walking from 1974, when a man successfully walked a tightrope between the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. Well, turns out that a more amazing feat has been accomplished, as Nik Wallenda successfully walked a tightrope across Niagara Falls. This rope was suspended high above the waterfall and stretched out across the border between Canada and the United States. This is even more impressive when you consider the fact that the environment must have taken a toll on the tightrope attempt due to how damp the equipment can get, but the entire length of the walk took around 40 minutes to complete.
7.
The Human Cannonball. The Human Cannonball is one of the oldest stuntman tricks in the book. Saying that, however, shouldn't diminish how dangerous the stunt actually is. Although the cannon part of the stunt is not dangerous in any way, shape, or form, as human cannonball stunts always use either a large spring to throw their user or an airbag, rather than the popular belief that actual gunpowder is used. No, the danger instead comes from the landing. If you land wrong, that's it, you're done. If the cannon malfunctions and overshoots or undershoots the distance the stuntman is thrown, that's it, you're done. And if the net that catches you malfunctions, you're done. This stunt is extremely dangerous.
6.
Evel Knievel Wembley Stadium Jump. Evel Knievel. That name is synonymous with defying death. Knievel was and still is seen as one of the greatest stuntmen in history. And you know what? Considering his long list of legendary stunts and accomplishments, we think he's most certainly earned that title. That being said, however, even the greatest can fall from grace in some way, shape, or form. This is no exception for stuntmen. In Knievel's case, it was his most infamous jump that nearly ended his career. In this stunt, performed in front of 90,000 people at Wembley Stadium in 1975, Knievel jumped over 14 single-decker buses. He successfully made the jump, but lost control of his bike and crashed on the landing after gaining too much momentum. This jump resulted in a broken pelvis and nearly ended his legendary career.
5.
Comedy can easily go wrong. Collapsing side of a house. So as far as some jokes go, this one, although very cheesy, can be very dangerous and was made famous by Buster Keaton. Whenever this gag is performed, the wall that is used for this stunt needs to have weight in order for it to drop and give off the right effect. This gag needs to be planned out very carefully. The reason for this is that if the actor is slightly off from where they're supposed to stand, the building's wall will collapse straight on them rather than around them, causing the actor to either be severely injured with either a broken neck or spinal stenosis or a concussion or even brain damage, or in some cases even resulting in the actor's death. The best example of this going wrong is seen in one of the outtakes included on the end credits of the second Jackass film. This scene was created to close out the film in a very Broadway-like manner. It shows Johnny Knoxville recreating the collapsing house gag. In the outtake of this gag, however, the house collapsed straight on top of him, rather than him passing through the gap unscathed. Luckily, this prop was made from light wood rather than the heavy boards and materials used in the previously shown Buster Keaton gag. This was one of the safer examples, yet in the outtake you can see the cast and crew were genuinely worried due to how risky it is for receiving a brain injury.
4.
Hotel Freefall, Dar Robinson. Dar Robinson is known for performing some of the most incredible stunts ever caught on film, but none nearly as incredible as the Hotel Freefall he did in 1981 at the end of Sharky's Machine, in which he fell 220 feet without a harness. Now that is impressive. It wasn't mentioned if he sustained any injuries during this stunt, but considering he was credited for not breaking a single bone throughout his 19-year career, we think it's safe to say he came out of this stunt unscathed. Unfortunately, Robinson finally met his demise while filming a chase scene in the film $1 Million Mystery. Robinson was riding a motorcycle before getting in an accident that would take his life.
3,
Steve Hudis, school bus fireball jump. This sounds like something straight out of a Michael Bay picture. In 1999, Steve Hudis performed a stunt that simply looked as incredible as it was dangerous. He jumped through a ball of fire and over a row of cars in a school bus.
2,
Robbie Knievel jumps Grand Canyon. Cheating death must run in the family, as Robbie Knievel follows in his dad's footsteps really closely. In 1999, he conquered a stunt that even his dad probably couldn't do. He jumped across the Grand Canyon on his motorcycle.
1,
Tom Owen has the strongest stomach in the world. So you've heard when someone is credited with having a strong stomach, right? You know, being able to see, smell, and taste things that are disgusting, but not feeling the effects of being ill in any way, shape, or form. Well, we're not talking about that type of strong stomach. Instead, we're talking about a person who took this saying literally. Meet Tom Owen, the man who literally has the strongest stomach in the world. Now, you're probably asking, wow, what do you mean by a strong stomach? Well, Tom Owen has more or less gone viral online with his insane stunts. His stunts often involved large vehicles driving up this small ramp next to where Owen is lying and running straight over his stomach. Yes, you heard that correctly. And then onto another ramp on the other side of his body. Now, bear in mind that this includes both the front set of tires and the back set of tires. That is insane. Now, fair enough, each wheel looks to be on his stomach for about a second or two before driving off, but that's still over 5,000 pounds of weight driving over you. Going based on the average weight of a pickup truck, that is. That's not impressive enough for you? Okay, well, how about in 2009 when he laid on the floor and acted as a speed bump for 9 trucks, each individually weighing about 30,000 pounds each? Tom Owen, you are an absolute madman. Do you know of any stunts from live shows or films that we've missed? Well, let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Elite Facts.